Welcome to the Move to Improve Quick Start video guide. This video will tell you why and how to quickly, easily, and effectively integrate physical activity into your classroom. Your day is already packed from early morning to late afternoon. Why should you bother adding something else? The simple answer is that it has the potential to make your students healthier and improve their academic performance. There are several specific benefits that physical activity in the classroom provides. Here are three biggies. Physical activity gets the students going. It elevates their energy levels and keeps them up. The greatest lesson in the world is ineffective when presented to a tired student. Physical activity increases the amount of blood flow to the brain. This increased blood flow brings oxygen and nutrients to the brain, helping the student to learn and perform better academically. Everyone in the class is going to have a more positive experience, including you, and stay engaged if they are having fun. Physical activity is a quick and easy way to have more fun in your classroom. Now that you know why physical activity in the classroom is a good idea, how do you do it? There are basically two ways to use physical activity in the classroom: energizers, also known as brain breaks, and as teaching tools. The former has absolutely nothing to do with what you are teaching in your class. They are simply fun physical activities done for the benefits addressed earlier. Teaching tools are physical activities that provide the aforementioned benefits, but also directly support the teaching of classroom topics. Both types are extremely valuable and can be used on a regular basis. Here are some general tips and guidelines. If it's fun, it's more likely to get done. Bring a positive, playful attitude to the activities, integrate music, make the students leaders in the activities, utilize their favorite activities, and have fun yourself. This isn't just for the students, it's for you too. Lead by example. Participate in the activities and model healthy behaviors whenever you possibly can. Share your favorite physical activities and healthy food choices with the class, even when you aren't doing physical activities. Students like to be part of the solution. Convey to them that there is a serious health crisis in our country, but that they have the power to make a positive change in their lives and the lives of others. This is just the first step. Tell them that they are health heroes. Set class activity goals and provide incentives for successful participation. Create a chart or a table that tracks each time you do in-class physical activity and give the class a reward when the chart is full. A no homework pass will be quite the hit with your students. Remember that change is a process, not an event. Take small steps that ultimately build to routines. Before you know it, the students will expect physical activity to be a normal part of class. Most critically, you need to believe that this is important and that your students will benefit from it and that you have the power to make it happen. This is all well and good, but how exactly do you control a room full of students who are physically active? It just so happens that we have some movement management tools to help you out. To make this easier for you, we put together a very straightforward safety checklist and a toolbox of tips and tricks. This checklist will help you create a safe environment for your students. For much more detail, you can view the text version of this guide and the checklist itself. We'll give you more details at the end of this video. We have created 4 quick and easy tips for effectively managing physical activity in your classroom. You know exactly what this sign means. Each time you see it, you stop your car. Students need very clear signs, signals, and routines as well. Establish a distinct stopping signal that will bring any activity to a halt and prompt the students to freeze silently. You can include a specific response that the students engage in when you give the stop signal to further reinforce it. For example, in our after-school programs, we at Active Life use the following. The instructor calls out B, and the students freeze and call out active before becoming silent. Also establish routines for starting activities, providing activity instruction, moving furniture, distributing equipment, etc. Practice these until they become second nature, and they will be invaluable tools for managing movement in your class. Before you tell the students what to do, tell them the cue for starting said activity. It is difficult to give instructions if students start moving before you finish. Whether you use the same starting signal all the time or mix it up, tell them what it is before you give them activity instructions. You can even integrate teaching concepts into this practice. For example, when I say the name of a vegetable, you can begin marching in place. Students enjoy having a say in what they do, so give it to them. Give them structured options that allow them to choose the path for each activity. For example, when I say an even number, you can either march in place or do trunk twists. Always try to keep activity instructions to 3 or fewer at a time. This will help ensure the students understand and remember what you're asking them to do. If an activity requires more instructions, practice the first 3 and then add 3 more. Keep it simple whenever you can. This guide is meant to help you get started. However, there are numerous other tools and resources available to help you out. Go to www.activelifehq.org and check out the Marketplace, training page, and school community page. In the Marketplace, you can find a printed version of this guide with more detail, the safety checklist, sample activities, and numerous other resources to enhance and support your efforts, all for free. You now know why it's important to incorporate physical activity into the classroom, and you know how to do it. Take the first step to creating a healthier and higher performing classroom environment for your students. If you have any questions or recommendations, please let us know. Active Life provides on-demand phone and email support for the school community. Thank you for taking the time to view this guide, and now get out there and make your classroom move.